My name is Kara, and I have been a member of Awaken for about a year, and a member of the Awaken cell groups for about a year now. I've been a member of Canyon View Vineyard Church for about 3 years, and I'm a single mom. That's kind of how my journey through God started. I never really grew up in the church. We went to church, and my parents took us, but our pastor moved away, and so we never kind of went back, so I wasn't really brought up into it. I kind of came back to the church in my 20s when I moved to Grand Junction, and really found God and really dealt with a lot of the shame that I had growing up and a lot of the guilt that I had in my teens and 20s, but I never really felt like I was in the church or really a part of the church. And then I ended up getting pregnant, and Leanna, my daughter, her dad ended up leaving in the middle of my pregnancy, and that was super hard. I felt really cut off, and I've been dealing with depression and anxiety my whole life, so that really came back with pregnancy hormones and all of that. And I felt really just down, and even I would say at times suicidal. I never really said that to myself, but I would definitely say, just as upset as a person can get. And my cousins, Tiffany and Fed, who are also a member of Awaken, told me to come to the Canyon View Church. And so I came, and even on that first day, I just felt like this was the place that I was supposed to be. I felt happy. I felt like God was really speaking into my life through a lot of the sermons, and just that I was able to pray out that anxiety, pray out the fear that I had, and just pray for my unborn child. And then when Leanna came, just to pray over her, and I had just this connection to everybody. And then Tiffany and Fed, also a member of Awaken, invited me to Awaken one night, and that day, Leanna and I's dad had gotten back together at this point. We were in a good spot. I thought we were going to buy a house and have more kids, and just, my life was great. I had God, I had a wonderful kid, I had gone back to work. It was amazing. And then that night I was supposed to come to my first Awaken, and he ended up going into the hospital and having emergency surgery. And in the process of him having emergency surgery, I found out through his text messages that he was cheating on me and just saying terrible things about me and our family. And it was a real breaking point for me. I had a lot of shame and guilt in my life anyways, but that really brought it home for me that maybe I wasn't worth a whole lot. And I remember walking out of the hospital, and I was gonna leave him there. I was like, he's in the middle of surgery, and I just don't care. I am broken, and I can't do this. But in St. Mary's, they have this real long hallway with a bunch of religious pictures there that are just so beautiful. And I just went up there and I sat down. I don't even know what picture it was, but I just remember looking at Jesus in this picture and just praying and asking him, what should I do? How should I get through this? I can't leave the father of my child in emergency surgery. No matter what he's done to me, that's not okay. You can't be that type of person. And so I just prayed and just really felt God just reach out this hand to me and call me and tell me that it was going to be okay, and tell me that, I need to be a person of forgiveness. And so we went home, and I told him, I know you've just had emergency surgery, I know you're up on a bunch of morphine and stuff, but I still have to go to church. And he was just okay, laid down, went to sleep. And so I came to Awaken, and I got prayed over that night, and that same feeling came over me that, God was there for me, and I needed to live a path of forgiveness and just incredible peace and love and serenity. And so after that night, we did end up breaking up. I did, extend forgiveness to him, and I still extend forgiveness to him. And we co-parent, but I've just had immense peace and tranquility in my life. Obviously, I still get anxious. Being a single mom is not fun. Sometimes it's really hard. But God has really shown himself in my life just to keep doing that. You know, every time that I might have to have a fight with her dad, he extends a hand to me and I can just pray through it. Another part of that is just the cell groups and the people in Awaken, and I guess the life groups and the people in Awaken. They've really just helped me through it. You know, they have been there for me, they pray for me, they're there for Leanna, and we really just do life together. I mean, we go out to the pools and stuff in the summer, and it's just like this extra level of family for me and my kiddo. You know, she's 3 now, and she definitely needs like the role models there, and just that power of prayer and that power of community is just so huge in our life.